Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox 2 video, and today we are doing another episode of checking out your guys' solar system. So today we're doing another one which I've had for quite a while, which I've been meaning to do, so apologies for the wait. And we are checking out a system called, if I just go to it, it was called an Earth, where is it? It's around here somewhere. Yeah, the custom Earth system here. So it's made by I'm really sorry I cannot pronounce your name, but yeah, I put his name on the after the simulation name. So Ascrea Xell. I'm really sorry I cannot pronounce your name there. But Ascrea, I don't know. But yeah, this is a system he made today. So I'll leave a link to his channel in the description so you can actually see how it's spelt and pronounced. I guess so. Yeah, I'll leave a link to it in the description, all that stuff. So yeah, we are going to be checking out his custom Earth system today. So let's see what he's got in store for us here. So right. Oh, okay, this looks pretty interesting. So let's see what we have here. Ooh, that is a lot. Ooh, okay. We've got a lot of stuff to check out here. Alright. So, let's go on orbits. Let's see what's going on here. So, we've got a binary system. Okay, a nice little binary system for us to have a check out. Alright, so, let's go all the way to the center here. So, first off, we have a star called Milles. I think that's pronounced. So, little smaller than the Sun in mass and radius, it looks like. So, we've got a quick comparison with the Sun here. So, there we go. Just a little smaller, like I said there. So, there is that. Luminosity, how bright are you? Pretty much half the luminosity of the Sun. Okay, so its luminosity disk will probably be about half the Sun's then. So let's get a comparison of that as well. So there you go. So it's a little different as you can see. So there is that. All right, so let's go and check out the first planet. So all right, let's see here. All right, so it's called Xell, maybe. I really don't know how to say it. I'm so sorry if I can't pronounce any of these, but as you know, I do say it in all these videos. My pronunciation for all these object names does suck. So yeah, apologies. And my pronunciation names, like your account names and stuff. So yeah, or your username, sorry. So right, and then we've got a little moon around it. Okay, cool. So yeah, this guy's looks a little larger than Mercury, I want to say. Or a little larger than Mars almost. Let's have a look. There's Mars. Yeah, a little larger than Mars. So there it is there. 26 degrees. So it's relatively warm here. But sadly, there's no water, so we probably couldn't live here. So it's got Earth similarity of 86%, 0% life likelihood, sadly, because there's no water or atmosphere. So there it is there. So this is going to be one of the planets like Mercury, where it's relatively warm in the daytime, but at night time it'll probably get very cold since there's no atmosphere keeping the heat in. So yeah, there is that planet there. I do like the brown with the white as well. That is a really nice combo. It reminds me a bit of Pluto's texture as well, so that's quite cool. Alright, let's see what we got next. Let's go on trail mode just so we can do that. Okay, let's actually have it playing. Why not? So, right, there's our first object. Then next up we have, okay, so we've got this object here. So we've got Ascrea, I think that's said. So, an Earth-like object, as you can see here. So, it's on its tilt as well. So, it's similar to Earth. Okay, there we go. So, it's 24 degrees. It's relatively warm here as well. Nice and warm. 1.02 ATM, so a little more atmosphere than Earth, just by a little bit. There's its structure there. Apparently it's lost mass, but a very, very, very little amount, as you can see. 91% Earth similarity, and then 59.3 life likelihood. Okay, so we could live here. So that's quite cool. Right, so there we are. Got a lot of iron in it as well compared to the Earth as well. So there's that. Little smaller than the Earth in radius and mass as well, as you can see there. And it's 64 days old, so it's very, very new. So yeah, there's that one there. Okay, let's check its moon. It's called Xandrie. So it's just the good old tiny little asteroid there, and there's a moon there, you can see there. Okay, that's quite cool. So yeah, there it is there. So really not much to see here as usual with these little objects. So there is that. So there's Xandrie. Okay, let's see what we got next. So we got Vit, I think that said, and the black and the grey does look cool with this. So yeah, as you can see, this is a representation of the Earth and Moon, I'm presuming, since this guy is relatively similar to the Moon in radius there. So let's get a comparison with the Moon quickly. So there is the moon. There you go. So a little smaller than the moon. And then obviously the planet as well. There it is compared to Earth. So a little smaller than Earth, as you can see there. So yeah, this is the Earth and Moon of this solar system. So there is that. So there we go. So it's pretty cold here, minus 18 degrees. A lot of iron on this object as well. 64% Earth similarity, and it's got a bit of a magnetic field. This little moon as well. That's quite cool. Even on the main planet does as well. So there's a magnetic field. Actually, let's check if the first planet does. No magnetic field there. So this one actually has a magnetic field along with its moon as well. So that's quite cool. So let's just disable that as well. Yes, this will get protected from solar things from the star as well. So radiation and stuff like that wouldn't get through as easy. So there's that. Okay, what we got next? So we've got Yo Yo Hydrous, I think that's pronounced. And it's a bit looks similar to Saturn actually, but you can see it's got a fair amount of water on it. So this is like a mixture between a gas and an ice giant, as you can see, but it's relatively small. I think it's a little looks like it's a little smaller than Planet 9, I want to say. So there's Planet 9. Yeah, there's Planet 9. It's a little smaller. Okay, there's it compared to the Earth, right there. So there we go. It's got a lot of objects orbiting it. Probably a little dwarf objects. There's its structure again. Temperature, it's relatively cold, like gas giants usually are. So there is that. So then we've got these little moons here. So we've got Watts, just small little asteroids as well. So we don't really need to zoom in on them there. So Motet. Then we've got Lexit. Then we've got Naxis. Naxis, I think that's said. Then we've got Itiscus. Itiscus, I think that's how you say that. So there we go. This one's actually an ice moon. So this is a bit like Europa, actually. So that's quite cool. And if you can see just over there, if we disable all this, there's a ringed planet over there. Look at that. You can see it from here. So not the biggest system, as you can probably tell, since the object is visible from the one of the nearby planets. So that's quite cool. So there we go. Oh, there's a few more objects out here. So we've got Tuspa. And then we also have Russound. I think that's said. So Ruskund, maybe? Something like that. Yeah, so there is that. So that's quite cool as well. So minus 143, so it's very cold here. Definitely wouldn't be able to survive here. Alright, so there is that part. Okay, let's see what we've got next. So orbits. Alright, so it's quite a big gap between the next object here. So next up we've got the ringed planet, as you can see. So let's just go. So it's called Xandrie. So I'm guessing this is probably the largest object, which it is. Okay, so this is the largest planet we've seen so far. So a little smaller than Saturn, I want to say. Yeah, Saturn's a little bigger, so a little smaller than Saturn. Obviously very cold since it's further away. Only reflects 1% of light, so there's that. A lot of hydrogen on here, but it's also got a mixture of the other ones. So there is that. How far away is this on the star? 5.8 AU. So this is a similar distance to what Jupiter is from our sun as well. So, okay. So yeah, this is definitely the Jupiter of the system. So let's see what we've got here. So we've got some moons. Alright, so we've got Laft, which is obviously another little asteroid. We've got Yate, which is also another small little asteroid. We've got Root, also a small asteroid. Then we've got, goes that one there, Mesqui, I think that one said. Then we've got Crons. Then we got Madio, so an Earth-like object here, okay. So, very small though. It's a little bigger than Enceladus, it looks like. Let's get a quick look there. Enceladus, where you at? Let's see, there it is. So, actually a little bigger than Enceladus, as you can see there. So, what about Tethys? Yeah, it's a little smaller than Tethys, moon of Saturn there. Okay, so 23 degrees. It is relatively dark here, so this probably has quite a heavy atmosphere, 1.86 ATM. So it's pretty. It doesn't reflect any light, so it absorbs all the light it receives. Has its structure there. Life likelihood, it does have a chance of life. It also has a magnetic field as well, I just saw there. So it does get protected from any radiation. Maybe even the planet could probably, since it is a gas giant like Jupiter, probably would release some radiation as well. So, you know, hopefully that will be protected with the magnetic field here. So there it is. So it's got a green, obviously, colour as well, with a white high elevation. So it has some higher mountains here. So let's see if we can find any of them. So there it is there. Yeah, there you go. You can see some mountainous, like high terrain right there. Okay, cool. Right, so there is Madio. I think that's how you say that. So there we go. Alright, so we've got next. Then we've got Dome as a very far out object here. So a little larger than the previous one. Similar size to Mercury, it looks like. Let's get a quick look. Yeah, similar to Mercury. So there's all of its structure and stuff there. There's a lot of frozen water ice here. So looks like Europa again. So similar sort of object as Europa there. So yeah, there we go. So there's Dome. Any magnetic field? Nope, not on this one. Right, so yeah, there is that. Alright, what we got next? So if we zoom out here, alright, so we've got Uram as the next object. So Uram. Alright, let's see here. Oh, it's got very dark here. How far away from the star now? So we are 17.2 AU. So this is where Uranus would be in our system, I'd say. And then it's got obviously a little asteroid as well. So this thing is also quite small as well. You can see it's only 448. So similar size to Tethys again. So there you go. So that is that. It's very cold here, minus 16. Yeah, this would never get heat. But it has 13.9 ATM, so it has got quite a heavy atmosphere for an object of its size. So yeah, there is Uram. So there we go. So if we zoom out here. Alright, what have we got next? So I think the next object... Oh, no, we have one more before we get onto the binary object. So we zoom on here. What we got here? Oh, we've got another whole planet. Alright, cool. So this is a very far away object. Reminds me a bit of how Pluto would be with its moons around it, actually. So it's relatively small, definitely larger than Pluto is. So there it is there. Since it's so far from the star, you can't even get sunlight. So it's 144. So this is very far away. So it'd be like Sedna almost with distance-wise. So very, very far away. So since it's got no sunlight, then it's obviously got some asteroid moons around it, as we can see here. So there we go. Anything out here? Oh, it's got a frozen ice moon as well. Okay, cool. With an atmosphere too. Minus 258. So yeah, this, if you stood on that ice, you would just get froze so much. So there it is. And there we go. So it even has a 0.726 life likelihood chance. Honestly though, life as we know it, could it really survive at minus 258? Don't know about that. Maybe that life likelihood's a little inaccurate. Maybe. I don't know. It's got a lot of water on it, but I guess maybe nearer the center of the object, maybe a bit warmer in there. If it has an active core, of course. If it has if this core or this planet is extinct and its core is dead, then no way. But if this has a warm active core, then maybe water closer to the core of the planet would be a little warmer. So maybe that life likelihood makes sense there. Then next up we've got Esteverne. That I really don't know how to say that one. Esteverne we'll call it. So yeah, just another little small asteroid object there. So there we go. That is the last planet, I think. So all the way out here. Then oh no, there's one more. No, there is one more. Okay, so Onifir. So this is like Planet 9 distance away, I'm guessing. 1,000. This is further than Planet 9 from our sun. So this is very, very far away. And then we've got Manu as its little moon. So there we go. So there's that. So there we go. Just go on this object here. So let's see if it's 1.2 ATM, 50/50 on silicate and iron, 2.26 Earth similarity. So this is very, very unlike Earth, this object here. So there we go, and yeah, so it's Onifir. So that's or Onifir, I think that's how you say it. So there's the last object. How large is this? Okay, very similar to Earth as well, in radius and size there. And then the last thing is the second object here. So this is the binary object which is in binary with the star there. So Tintin is how it's said there, and this is obviously in complete blackness as well since it's so far away. So very large. Is this the largest object in the system almost, apart from the star? There's it compared to Jupiter. Yeah, this is pretty big. This is like the big rock of this solar system. Let's see how big is it compared to my big rock. Here's Big Rock. Oh, it is relatively large compared to Big Rock, but now Big Rock is still the largest rocky planet I think. So it's definitely one of the biggest. So yeah, there's Big Rock. So this thing is very, very large for a rocky planet. 11 Jupiter's mass, very big radius, as you can see there. Temperature would be completely freezing since this guy is very far away. That's about almost a quarter of a light year. Oh no, it's not nowhere near a light year. 0.07 light years away. So it's a relatively far distance. So yeah, there you go. So that's a lot of sun radiuses, and then AU 4,770. So very, very far away. How many kilometers is that? Yeah, that's a lot of kilometers. What about millimeters? Yeah, that's insane. Milky Ways, yeah. Yeah, so there we go. So there's Tintins. That's the last object. So before we end off, let's get a whole lineup of all the objects. Yeah, this big rock is very big. Wait, does Star have asteroids around it? I never noticed these. Wait, where are these? Oh, they're around. I think they're around Titan. Wait, are they? Oh no, they're not. They're just orbiting around the main star. Okay, I didn't notice those secret asteroids there. So there's a little asteroid belt going on. Look at that. So if we go on flashlight, you can just about see them there. So secret asteroid belt I didn't see. Very cool. So there is that. Right, so let's go back down here. So there we go. So there is a lineup of objects for all of this system. But I've got to say though, this one here, I think that's my favourite. Just because the brown and the white just blend so nice together. So that's probably my favourite object in this system overall. Yeah, there are some cool little unique objects in here as well. So yeah, there's the whole lineup. I do like the grey and black one here as well. Yeah, they're my two favourites, I'd say. There we go. And then this, I do like this big rock, this big rocky planet. This is quite cool. So they're my top 3 favourites, I'd say. So yeah, there we go. So what do you guys think of this system? Yeah, let us know down in the comments. I'm pretty sure the creator, I'm really sorry, but I cannot pronounce your name, would be happy to see what you think of his system here. So yeah, there we go. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video, and make sure you did hit that like button, subscribe for more. Like I said, let us know in the comments what you think of this system. And yeah, help us on the journey to 3,000 subscribers if you haven't subscribed already. And yeah, make sure you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.